Abusua Kevin Taylor a drop secret bi enne anwumle ye de bi brawo ewo kasapa media eso abusua wonim se eye Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo sisi ama na okasai ogina eye IGP konso dendende ni nyina no se o se 2024 election no ma results bia ma bonten enu nti na ma me Jemesa eye EC boss onya na abde so be declare eye final results percentage say bia in all no total no John Dramani Mahama enya sei sa so na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya sei o kirema Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo na ehia kiri abusua bagedi ana wonyini ene no first time amesre so be subscribe we like na share na afoforo nso entimi enya bi enhwe emfa ema we abo homoden na follow ye o other social media platforms na so abusua yenko tie Kevin Kwakutela esmo kan ye bi emfa mra ba ye beto aso dem
win elections no officially in Ghana. So why do you think say Jemensa after 2 weeks into me mamo results of the presidential elections, but she's more focused on parliamentary? Ask yourself why. Because it is Akufo-Addo who is saying she should not release the results. Because Mahmoud Bawumia got 38%. Because they want to third NDC for 88 seats no munyano. They want to bring it down all the way to 175. NDC for 188, they want to bring it down to 175. They don't want NDC to have 2/3 majority in parliament. You have to be very careful as a nation. And then from the next ender to the next 12 hours, say Ghana no and Dania and Dani BM and the Akufo-Addo is going to kill. Now the breaking news we are getting in the say recollation now almost say Omobabe no china EC office no one shot ember, so it will be done at Burma camp. See, that does not mean say the recollation, the old EC office or Burma camp. That is where they are looking to do the recollation. If you are planning on going to the EC office, you need to split it. Now, Akufo-Addo, that is why they are all quiet. I can tell you, say, I am for Kesio Morgan and 80% they know the decision Akufo-Addo is taking with this. That is why they are all quiet. As I speak to you, they are assembling a soldier from the. In fact, let's you see, I'm making be intro. And today is Friday. Let me rough cut it for you. So a person who say in Kofowe, we Ghanaians have to come together and stand, protect our country and democracy from tonight. From 1992, Fourth Republic, JJ Rawlings bedi Ghana so. But we have seen transition upon transition. We have seen how incumbents welcome incoming government or president-elects from 1992, 1996, 2000, 2004, 2008. So we are losing power. You see how they allow a year transition to happen. And we have witnessed a year elections, how results, presidential results, a year EC officials release them to the people so that the tension in the system dies off. We have seen a year handing over Enya Krampono, Mwa Musa Kakrano 2016. We saw it when John Mahama, the first time our president, losing power in the history of the Republic of Ghana and in Africa. That was something that had never happened. So a president comes into office, the first term, he loses power. He has access to the military. He has access to the police. He has access to immigration, everything, national security. But then John Mahama says, no, let me hand over power. We in Ghana in 2016, nobody was scared in Ghana. Die-hard MPP fans were not scared. The so-called neutrals, the so-called Ahemfo, Asofo, we were all not scared, even though it was John Mahama's first time we losing elections. You were supposed to be scared because John Mahama could have used the military. You were supposed to be scared because John Mahama and as NDC for Bokronoa. We were supposed to be scared because at that moment they were not ready to leave power, so they should have found a way not to leave power. Inti eno kekeno sena no krese John Mahama ye kromfo NDC for wiaye omodiewu. They were supposed to be scared in 2016 to leave power or to hand over power. Nobody died. And we, Mamenum to Ejanum, to young men who were on the street dancing, enjoying ourselves, nobody was scared. Even though we had been told that John Mahama and NDC4, they have stolen a lot from us. They are criminals. So if John Mahama and the NDC had stolen, they were criminals. They had done things against the constitution. John Mahama would have been scared. The system would have been tensed. But we saw how the transition happened. We saw how the electoral commissioner released the results in less than 72 hours to let us all know that the NDC lost the elections and Akufo-Addo has become president. And nobody, no military person got worried. No ex-military person got worried. No ex-police officer got worried. No current police officer. In 2016, there was so much confidence in the transfer of power. We had a lot of confidence in the regime that was in power. And the question here is, why are we so scared today? Why, after 14 to 16 days, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 88 years in power, Mahamudu Bawumia has conceded defeat. After 16 days, we are still here. We don't know the final result of the presidential elections. Why do you think this is happening? This is happening because the people in power today have committed a lot of crimes. They don't want to leave power. After 16 days. So I want to ask, why are we not worried? Why are the chiefs all quiet? Are they not worried? Why are the Catholic bishops not worried about this? Why is Peace Council not worried? Why is Christian Council not worried? Why is the National House of Chiefs, why are they not worried? Why are the so-called men of God in Ghana, why is nobody worried? It is not because they are not worried, it is because they are scared. It is because they know Akufo-Addo is dangerous. They know the NPP government is a killing machine. But if we are all scared and we all decide not to speak, then it gives Akufo-Addo that room to do what he's doing now. If we all decide not to speak, and that some few young men and women are supposed to be doing the work of the people who are supposed to be the elderly in the room for us, then at the end of the day, do we have the right to speak the way we are speaking now? Because the responsibility on you, the elderly, the chiefs, the bishops, the whatevers, your responsibility, you are shedding the mode maya say. So we are taking over your responsibility. Then it means we have the right to speak the way we are speaking tonight or every time. The reason why you are scared is because you don't trust Akufo-Addo, because Jane Mensah is not working for Ghana. Why were you not scared in 2016? Let me remind you something. Calculation. This was when John Mahama lost election 2016. The most painful defeat in any politician's life. Because when you work diligently and you know, sir, chrono, na obi the chrono toso, na at the end of the day, nipa bi GD, na say, who lose the election, it's one of the most painful things. So who lose the election, now you say we discuss, you are not pained. You are just better. But what happened to John Mahama in 2016 was painful because he had worked, he had been truthful, he had done everything to prove that he wanted more time to put this country on the right track. Even that time, only one term, after John Mahama lost of power, this is what happened. This is the transition.
Meanwhile, we are staying with issues relating to the president-elect, and Nana Akufo-Addo has promised to resource the security agencies for efficient service delivery. Receiving the Inspector General of Police and some senior officers at the Nima residence, Nana Akufo-Addo pledged his commitment at working with the security agencies to enhance national cohesion.
The IGP John Kudalo was in the company of some senior officers of the police service. The visit was to congratulate the newly elected president and pledge the service's unflinching commitment at working to maintain law and order. Inspector General of Police John Kudalo said the service is ready to serve to enhance the peace of the country.
As a police institution, we are not going to flinch in our responsibility to the government of the day, come 7th January, and also the good people of this country. We shall continue to be professional, very transparent, very patriotic and loyal to the state, and for that matter, the government of the day. Again, to see the security arrangements here as I've directed since the day you were declared the winner, whether it conforms to what your security details want, and also whether you are comfortable with it. So once again, congratulations on the victory you won, and rest assured that we as the people ensure the security of this state will not flinch in our support to you.
President-elect Nana Akufo-Addo promised to support the security agencies to work effectively.
Thank you, Wasty GH.
We have an opportunity after the 7th of January to work together for the interests of the Ghanaian people. I'm confident. What I know about the Ghana Police Service, we're going to have very good relations. In opposition, there are many things you say about the way the state is being run. I have made some comments some of you may have found difficult to stomach. But it was not done out of malice. It was done out of my understanding of what the national interests required. The important thing is that we put everything in perspective. The perspective is that willy-nilly, we are now forced to work together to deliver for the people of Ghana a secure environment.
After John Dramani Mahama lost power, and this was a police IGP who was actually appointed by the Mahama administration, because of the democracy we all believed in and respected, the IGP then walked to Akufo-Addo to say congratulations. Yeah. And he didn't just go alone or he went at night. He went during the day with all the police to say, you have been elected as the president-elect. And we are the police force, even though we were basically 7 John Mahama, or I was appointed as the IGP under John Mahama. I want to let you know that we, the Ghana police, the day you take office or even from now, our service is to you. That is how democracy is. That is how the NDC government, what they left behind. That is the respect and integrity that they left with institutions. That is what made us so confident, and that is what made us believe that John Mahama will hand over power easily without anybody getting hurt. The police, the immigration, everybody went to the president-elect in broad daylight. Today, as we speak, the Ghana Police Service, IGP, the boss of Ghana Police Service, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is threatening him. Tonight, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is threatening Dampare that if he does not release policemen to go kill, he's going to release the military and that he will take care of Dampare. That is how bad. That is how dangerous. That is where we are as a nation. We have a president who does not respect the rule of law. Should the youth keep quiet? Should the young people of this nation react? Should they also go out and meet the military with weapons? Who are the military serving? Only the president of the people of this nation. Who is going to lose at the end of the day? Who is going to get shot? The military officer now, does someone know their families, where they live? I don't think all of them, their families live with them at their barracks. The police officer who is being prepared by Bawumia, who is the head of the police council, that police officer, as he packs his things and puts on his gear and takes his gun, is he going to go with his wife and kids? These are simple questions that we need to be asking. We are scared because we have a tyrant. We have animals we gave power to. And it hurts because they are not ready to even listen and respect us, the power we yield. Recollation today, as we speak, is illegal. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the EC, they know for a fact, say the NDC, out of these 9 constituencies, they have won majority of them. They know. Obuasi East, NDC won it. Domiko Abenya, NDC has won it. Nsawo Medwejiri, NDC won it. Tema Central, NDC won it. Okaikwe, they know NDC won these seats, but they don't care. And what is making them so confident? What is making them so confident is because they believe what they did in 2020, that fear. Sa adieno moye in 2020 no, sa ehuno, they believe that we are still living with it. And that is what is making Akufo-Addo more confident, making Bawumia more confident that they can still do this again. That is the thing. Because they believe that this they did in 2020, they can do it again, and nobody in Ghana can stop them from committing those crimes again.
Everybody must leave their home. Everybody must leave their home, please.